Good. We'll just start in a few minutes. Hi, Rachel. Thank you all for being with us. Dennis, hello, Linda, Gail, Betty, Robert, Rachel, Howie, Judith, Dale, Gail. Nice to have you all.
Mark, can I ask you a question? Do you hear me?
I hear you perfectly.
Okay. Was the event where your dad talked about his book recorded?
It was.
Can you send me a link? I wanted to get on and I was unable to, but I would love to hear that. Would you send that to me? I'd love it.
Absolutely. We will have that sent to you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judy.
Hi, Gail.
Hi, Judy.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, we're going to start in just a minute. It's 11:02. I think at 11:04, we're going to start, Craig, just for those people, and we'll let everyone in. We're muting everyone except Craig, who will be speaking, and then I will mute myself as well after I give the introduction. So we're expecting some more people in just one more minute. I have 11:03. My colleague Jeff Graff is on now. Welcome, Jeff. Good.
Hello, everybody. Jeff Graff in the house.
Hello, Jeff Graff.
Hello.
Jeff and Craig are about 5 feet from each other in the office.
It should be 6 feet.
Yeah, well, very good, Dennis. That was good. It's probably, their doors are shut. Their doors are shut. And I'm
about.
about.
Both, so keep them healthy.
Jeff, even the tape measure in here. Right.
You know, Dennis, even though it seems like I'm close to them, I'm about 2,000 miles away or something.
Yeah, I know you're up north.
I am up north in the snow.
Freezing your gutkis off.
I'm telling you, and shoveling snow, which I haven't done in many, many, many years. So.
But I'm sure your dad is thrilled to have you.
We've been spending lots of quality time together with my mom, so it's great. Okay, I think we're going to start, Craig. We're going to mute everyone. We'll ask you to mute yourselves if you're not muted yet, so Craig can begin. We're really pleased that you're here for the second of our series on learning more about technology, and especially during these days and times. And just before we get to today's session, a few quick announcements about upcoming events. Tomorrow night, we have a Brotherhood event that everyone's invited to, and that will be with Danny Siegel, who is the son of Jimmy and Lisa Siegel. He is a writer on Blackish, and he also was one of the writers on the sequel to Coming to America. So he'll be speaking tomorrow night. Friday night at Shabbat services, we have a guest speaker for Jewish Disability Awareness and Inclusion Month, and the topic will be mental health. And you're all invited. Our guest will speak during services, and then at the Oneg after have a breakout session. Sunday is Purim, and we have a drive-through event. Of course, everything's on the website, and we would love you to join us. It's really nice to see you all. I know more people will be jumping on, but even though we can't be together physically, we're here together virtually. And you know, this is Craig Burko's initiative. This is the second time that he's doing it. We were so pleased with the attendance and the feedback that we got from our first session. So really, yasher koach to Craig for his efforts. You're in for a treat today. I've seen what we're about to go over. So hopefully you'll get a lot out of it. My recommendation is, as he's going along, if you have questions, to jot them down. And I know there'll be a time for you to ask any questions, and also in the chat box on the bottom, which Craig will talk about as well if you don't know. So without further ado, it's my pleasure to introduce the one and the only Dr. Craig Burko.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our Senior Tech Program, number 2. It's really, to me, I consider this work an honor and a blessing to do. It's a mitzvah to me to be able to share with our congregants and provide this type of valuable content that is here to stay, and for us to continue in our efforts to become comfortable and confident with our online skills. You do not need to see yourself during this presentation. What's most important is that you can hear me and that you can see the slides that I've put together. I've put together a number of slides that I'm going to show in just a few moments so you can follow along. And as I did last time, in my thank you email to each of you, you'll receive a copy of these notes so you can enjoy further reading, as well as this program is being recorded. I will also send you the recording. The recording may come in another day or two. It'll also be uploaded. This entire recording will be uploaded to our TBS YouTube channel. All of the programs that I'm going to be doing, and many of you have asked, this is a monthly program. And all of the programs that we do, these senior tech programs, will all be uploaded to our Shul YouTube channel. Okay, so I wanted to share that with you. The other thing that I want to share is that so many of you after program one called or emailed me for some private time to answer questions and to do some one-on-one tutorial or answer any of your questions. To me, it's an honor to do so. So jot down my email, jot down my phone number and my extension. I'm always available after this program. All we need to do is schedule it, and I'll make sure that it happens. Of the some 30 plus people that attended last time, I'm looking at my notes, 16 people called me for private help last time. And you know, that was really special to do. So let's go ahead and start on this program. But the first thing that I really want to share about is some Zoom etiquette. And the biggest Zoom etiquette that I could probably share with our wonderful congregants here is that when you arrive into a Zoom meeting, just know that most of the time you'll be unmuted, your mic will be on, and whatever you share, whether it's about the bagel that's burning in the toaster, or the dog that's barking, or the child that may be crying, whatever you are sharing or whatever's going on, that's going to go through your microphone and everyone is going to hear it. So I want to share with you the biggest Zoom etiquette that I can share is, as soon as you come on, to do your best to promptly mute yourself. And I think that's the right thing to definitely do for the other attendees, and also for you and perhaps your family, so they don't hear perhaps any private talk. So I just wanted to share that, and everyone is being muted here, so that way that doesn't happen during this wonderful presentation. Everyone gets to hear everything. I want to review, just go back a little bit in time in our program one and just review for a couple of minutes before we get to our main topic of this second program. The main topic of this second program is going to be how to host your own Zoom meeting, but I thought it would be best to just do a little bit of a review. And I wanted to talk about joining a meeting. When you join a Zoom meeting, that basically means you're not a host and you're joining someone else's event. You do not need to have a Zoom account. You do need to download the Zoom software. And I'm sharing with you now, if you're wondering, do you have the Zoom software on your device, whether it's a laptop or desktop computer, or iPad, Android phone, iPhone, if you're wondering if you have Zoom software, if you're attending this event, you have the Zoom software. The difference with joining a meeting is you do not need to have your own free or paid for Zoom account. You need to have the software, but you do not need to open up an account to join someone else's meeting. If you do end up eventually hosting your own Zoom meetings, there is a free account and there's a paid account. And this you can find directly by going to the Zoom web portal. And what I mean by the Zoom web portal is you're actually going to open up your computer, and however you would go to any other website, you would type in zoom.us. There's a section on the website called pricing plans. The screen would look somewhere like what you're seeing in front of you here. There's a free account, which allows you up to 40 minutes of time. And again, this is if you're hosting a meeting. Or if you know you're going to be hosting meetings, perhaps with family, and those meetings definitely go over 40 minutes, or even business-related meetings, and you know those meetings go over 40 minutes, you're going to have to purchase some type of annual, what they call license, that allows you unlimited a number of minutes and X number of participants. If there's ever any questions regarding these pricing plans, whether free or these paid for, again, write down my email, write down my phone number, and call me after, and I'm glad to review those for you. Reviewing again with joining Zoom meetings, and I'm redundant here, but I want to make sure that I clarify, joining a Zoom meeting basically means you're not hosting a meeting. You're joining or attending someone else's meeting. There's really 4 options you have to join a meeting. The first option is there's got to be some Zoom link that you find either on a website or perhaps within an email or perhaps within an emailed newsletter, or perhaps somebody has sent you an invite to go to a Zoom meeting that they're hosting at 7 o'clock, and they've sent you a Zoom meeting code. In that case, you would go on the Zoom app that's in your already installed on your device. You would simply put in the meeting code and go directly there. If we review some of those options, for example, the TBS website, the Shul website, tbsmb.org, on the homepage, there are multiple areas where you can see Zoom links. If you look on this screenshot on the bottom right, you'll see there's a numeral 1, clicking on Zoom links in the TBS main calendar. That's one way. You can click on the homepage of the website and see Zoom links on our calendar. Then there are Zoom links within emails that you may receive. Then there are Zoom links within newsletters that you may receive from the Shul, like our Temple Talk newsletter. And then also, if the 4th option is if you ever receive a meeting code, you would simply open up your Zoom app. You would see something like this on the screen, join a meeting or sign in. In this case, you would join someone else's meeting. You would put in that meeting code that you received, and it would simply take you to the Zoom meeting. A couple of questions always arise when you enter a Zoom meeting. And the first question is always, do you wish to join with video? And you can either answer yes or no. In most cases, you'll answer yes. The other question that always comes up is, do you wish to join with your computer audio or your internet audio? And the answer in most cases, just like you've done here, is yes. And this is what the pop-up would look like on your screen right before you're about to be admitted into someone else's meeting. the Zoom is asking, do you wish to join with your computer or device's audio? And the answer is yes, join with computer audio, just like the red arrows are pointing to. Okay. So let's get to our topic 1 here on this program 2. I want to first define what hosting a Zoom meeting means. And more than anything, what it means is it's your meeting. You're not joining someone else's event. This is your meeting. This is your meeting that you scheduled. This is your meeting that you may, let me step back a second. So there's two questions to ask. If you're a host, you have to ask yourself, do I have a free Zoom account or do I have a paid for account? And remember, if you're going to host your own meetings, you've got to not only have the software, but you've got to have a Zoom account. And again, you'll go into the zoom.us web portal where you'll go to their pricing plans because you wish to host your own Zooms. And you'll choose either a free plan or a paid for plan. And a lot of that will depend upon how many participants will be on these Zoom meetings that you're going to host and how many minutes you plan on hosting these meetings for. The second question you've got to ask is when you're hosting your own Zoom meeting is, do you wish to host your meeting and schedule it at another date and time? Or do you wish to host your meeting now? Because there are two ways to do things here. And that's a question that you have to always ask when you're hosting your own meetings. Do you want to host a meeting right at this moment and then send your guests invites? And we'll show you how to do that in a couple of minutes. Or do you wish to schedule your own Zoom meeting at another date and time? So as we shared, there are two options: either host a Zoom meeting now, or number 2, to schedule the meeting at another date and time. And please remember the two key words are the word schedule and the words now. So let's go over how to schedule your own meeting. So if you go to the web portal of Zoom, you go to, if you look on the top left of this slide, you'll see the address bar where you'll type in zoom.us. It'll take you to this website. On this homepage, you'll see on the far right the words sign in, and you'll sign in to Zoom. This will take you to this sign in page. And remember, I'm going to share with everyone in my thank you email to everyone. So, you may not need to even take notes if you don't want to, versus focusing in on what I'm sharing and the pictures in front of you. After the program, I'm going to send you this entire notes and photographs and what we call a slide deck, so you can review at your own convenience and own leisure, as well as I'm going to send you the recording. So there may be no need for you to take notes versus just to enjoy and pay attention. So once you click on sign in, it'll take you to this page where you'll sign in to your account. And remember, this is something that you should have done in advance. I'm making believe as if you already created an account. And if you have problems understanding how to create an account, that's something I can work with you as well afterwards privately. So you'll sign into your account. For example, this is my user account name. I'm using my email here at Temple Beth Shalom, craig@tbsmb.org, my password, and then you're clicking the blue button that says sign in. This will now take you to this page here where you can If you look on the far right, it'll say host a meeting or join a meeting. So, or you can click on, let me go back, excuse me. Let me just remove something over here. It's in the way. Yeah. So what I want you to do is you'll click on the words My Account, where the red arrow is. And this will take you to this home page, where you now, if you look on the top right, you now have 3 options: schedule a meeting, join a meeting, or host a meeting. So if you click on schedule a meeting on the top, this will take you to this meeting page here. Excuse me. This will take you to this page right here, where you will set up and host your own meeting. Take a look at these red arrows. This is showing an example of how I scheduled at a date and time our April 2021 Senior Tech Program, all the way in April. So again, I've clicked on the top button that says schedule a meeting. It's taken me to this page where you will fill in the topic, whatever the topic is. Then you'll go to the word when, which is the second arrow. Let me put my own cursor there. Oh, excuse me. And then you'll click on the date, where you'll choose a date and you'll choose a time. As we look down on the page, you'll see meeting ID. I would click on generate automatically. For security reasons, I would click on waiting room. So everyone goes to a waiting room, and then you admit people one by one. And that way you admit only attendees you know who are attending. And video, you'll leave just like the way you see where the host enables themselves to show their video, and participants can show their video as well. Audio, people can enjoy their the meeting that you're hosting with either their computer or telephone. So I just want to go back for a second. So there are 2 ways to schedule a meeting, 2 options. You can click on the top where it says schedule a meeting, or you can go to the word meetings on the far left, you'll see. And then on the far right, you'll see in a box, schedule a meeting. And just like I've written here, you can either go to schedule a meeting on top or click on meetings. And then you'll see a box come up on the far right that says schedule a meeting. And again, both of them take you to this page where you can begin the creation of a scheduled meeting at another date and time. Most important, once you've created the meeting, click Save. To verify that you've scheduled the meeting, it'll take you back to your home page within your account. You'll click on the far left the word meetings, and you can see here I have upcoming meetings already scheduled. The first meeting was actually today's, and then you can see I've planned already for our Tech Program 3 in March. So again, once you've scheduled a meeting that you plan on hosting for your event at another date and time, you've saved the meeting. It now takes you to this page. You'll click on the far left, meetings, and that will now show you all the upcoming meetings that you've planned. The next thing that I want to share about is a question that comes up is, okay, I've planned a meeting that I'm hosting. How do I now invite others? Okay, so the first thing you would do is you would, on this meetings page, you would click on, hopefully you can see my cursor. If making believe the event that you want to invite people to is this March 17th, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Senior Tech Program 3, you would click on that BEST Senior Tech Program 3, and that will take you to the meeting itself. As you scroll down on your actual meeting that you've planned, you'll see the key menu items: topic, time, meeting ID, security, alternative hosts, and then the words invite link, where you see the red arrow. And please pay attention to these red arrows that I have throughout the slide presentation. You will click on that link, and that will copy the email, and then you would simply paste it into an email, just like you see before you. So let me go back a little bit, because I know this is a question that's going to be asked. The original question is, okay, I've set up a meeting. Make believe these are 2 meetings that you've set up. You find this in your meetings. When you click on meetings, you'll see all the scheduled events that you're hosting as an account holder in Zoom, hosting your own events. If there's a meeting that you wish to invite people to, simply click on the actual event. That takes you to the event information itself. You'll see the words invite link. You'll click on that, and then a button will show up to copy the link. You'll copy the invite link, and then you need to go to your email, to whatever email system you use, whether it's AOL or Yahoo, Bell South, Earthlink. Everybody's got all different email accounts. You open up an email as if you're sending an email to a friend or a business associate, and simply paste in what you've copied, and this is what it would look like. Sort of what I sent each of you to attend today's tech program to. And again, I'm happy to answer any questions for you. And I hope all that made a lot of sense. I want to talk about topic 2 here, which is something that is always coming up again and again, is how do I chat? How do I mute? How do I rename? How do I change my screen view in Zoom? How do I jump off a Zoom meeting? And by the way, again, for those that have come in late, this event is being recorded, and you'll receive the recording in a thank you email that'll arrive in your email in a few days. On the bottom of your Zoom window, you should have what they call a Zoom menu bar or Zoom taskbar. And on all your devices, some of you may be attending with an iPad, some may be on an Android or iPhone, some may be on their laptops. Usually this black menu bar, this Zoom taskbar that you see starting with the far left that says mute, stop video, there are some things on your screen that you may not have because you're an attendee for this program and not a host. So you may not see all these things like manage participants or record, but you may see the words mute, stop video, chat. I don't want you to touch any buttons now. I just want you to observe. So on the bottom of your screen, on your Zoom window, if you can move your mouse if you wish, but don't click on anything. You should see the words mute, stop video, share screen, and chat. If on the far left, mute, to unmute yourself. And to mute yourself, you simply put your mouse cursor on the microphone or on the word mute, and it will toggle to either off or on. In most cases, you will probably ask your attendees to mute themselves, unless, of course, you're with family and you welcome, the nonstop conversation. So just before you're hosting an event, have a little bit of a game plan of the type of event that you're hosting and whether you wish to be the sole presenter or the sole person sharing, or do you wish more of a conversation style event? Stop video, that's an option. There are many people, even on today's program, that wish not to be seen, and to only hear the presentation that goes on. That's certainly fine. Whether it's our Shabbos services on Friday night at 6 o'clock or our Minyan Saturday services at 10:30 a.m., you're more than welcome to enjoy and enter our shul services with your screen video off. And again, the way to do that is you simply put your cursor on the video and you click on stop video. And of course, to let people see you participating in the Zoom, you click or toggle back on where it says video, and everyone again should see themselves. Something that always comes up is, how do I rename myself? And I know people are asking, I know there's quite a few iPad names on here. And I want to tell you a little bit of Zoom etiquette is also to name yourself, your actual name. Behind the scenes, I will tell you, behind the scenes, it helps hosts manage the program for security reasons and to know who's in the presentation as well. It's a nice thing to also do out of respect to your fellow attendees. People may see you and may wonder, oh, I've not met this congregant. Perhaps I'd like to reach out and say hello and welcome. Maybe it's a new congregant and welcome them to the community. So I'd like to recommend, as a Zoom etiquette, if you do not have your name in the Zoom window, to rename yourself. The easiest way to do that is to put your mouse or put your cursor right over your own Zoom window. Wherever you see yourself, you right-click on your own Zoom window, and a box will come up, and one of the options on that box will say rename. You'll click on that, and you know what? I believe it or not, I didn't make for one of the most important topics, I realized I didn't make a screenshot, but I can do this with you certainly privately. But it's the simplest thing to do. You'll see your picture. You put your mouse right in the middle of the screen, right click with your mouse, and a window should come up. And one of the options will be to rename yourself. You'll type in your first and last name. You'll click save, and before you click save, there will also be a button on the bottom of the pop-up to rename yourself that will say save for further or additional meetings. Make sure you click on that button as well to save the renaming for additional meetings that you attend going forward. If there's anyone that needs help in understanding how to rename themselves, kindly reach out to me via email or phone call, and I'm happy to do that with you. Let's talk about chatting. So again, on the bottom of your Zoom window, whether it's an iPad, iPhone, Android, desktop, laptop, you'll see this Zoom menu bar, and you should see the word chat. And it's the third arrow from the left here, the word chat. You'll simply click on that chat, type in whatever you wish to share, and simply click, chat. There's something that I want to share with you that's very, very important. Again, going back to this Zoom etiquette. When you chat, the chat window is going to open up, and it should say the word, it should say your name, whatever your name is, and then there's going to be a box next to it that is a drop down, and by default it's going to go to everyone. So I want to share with you a little bit of Zoom etiquette. If you're trying to chat with another attendee privately, and you only want that person to see what you're sharing, it's very, very important that you make sure that your chat is not going to everyone. And how you do that is, how do you send a direct chat message? You click on everyone, and all of a sudden you'll see the participant list of all the other attendees in the Zoom presentation that you're hosting or that you're attending. You click on that individual person and make sure that it now says you're sending a direct message to, make believe I'm sending a message to Mark Baranek. Make believe it says Craig Burko to Mark Baranek versus Craig Burko to everyone. I will tell you some incredible, embarrassing stories that I've attended many conferences where someone was sending a private message to someone about the speaker, and instead they sent it to everyone, and everyone sent it, and everyone saw what that person was sharing in a critical way about the speaker. And it was very embarrassing. As an attendee, I felt embarrassed. And the funny thing is the attendee didn't even realize what they were doing until after the program. So I share with you that chatting is a great thing, but please know that by default, the setting is to everyone. And if it's something that you wish everyone to see, that's one thing. But if it's a direct message, make sure you find that one person you're sending it to, and that it's being populated in the direct message. Or better yet, if you know you want to share something, I would wait till after the presentation is done. And I hope I've explained that in a clear way. Again, very happy to share that with anyone in a private tutorial after the program at another date and time. A very big question that comes up is, how do I change my view? So there are two views that we have here with Zoom. One is called the speaker view, which is the view I'm in presently on this slide. This is called the speaker view, where you just see the speaker. The other option is called the gallery view. So if you go to the top right of your screen of your Zoom window, there should be a box that will say speaker view or gallery view. So I've made a slide here that emphasizes in a close-up what the two options look like if you go to the top right of your Zoom window. We are in speaker view. So if you wish to go to gallery view, you simply click on the word gallery view, and it now takes you to this view. This is a sample of what a gallery view is, where you see everyone versus just the speaker in speaker view. You know you're in speaker view when you see just the speaker and perhaps the slide deck, and everyone else that is attending is either in smaller boxes on the top or on the side of your screen. That's when you know you're in gallery view. So I wanna go back a step and just share this again. There are two views, and how you view is really up to the attendee. That's the beauty of Zoom. On your end, you can really choose how you wish to view the presentation. You can view it either in speaker view, or if you wish to see everyone, you can choose gallery view. So in this case, we're in speaker view. You're seeing a picture of this guy, Craig Burko, who proudly works at Temple Beth Shalom, and happy to be here today. So this is speaker view, and you'll go to that top right. You'll click on the words gallery view. As you can see, a check mark comes up, and now we go to gallery view, and this is what gallery view would look like. This is a sample of Mark Baranik's, one of Mark Baranik's meetups during the week. And of course, he does 3 wonderful meetups. One is his Israel meetup, 4 p.m. on Mondays, and then 5 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Incredibly wonderful conversations open to all congregants at TBS. So again, going back to speaker view, I've clicked on the top right speaker view. You can see it's check marked speaker view. And if there was someone else attending, this is what it would look like. I'm in full view as the speaker, and the attendees, and I've made believe I'm also an attendee, I'm on the top. On your screen, you may see other attendees on the top or on the side, but this is what a speaker view would look like. And I hope that makes a little bit of sense. I need to make sure that we're sensitive of the time here, and I'm trying to keep it to an hour, even though I always share 90 minutes or so. I want to make sure that I spend quality time going over where do we find a lot of our Zoom links to all the incredible TBS events and programs and the TBS religious services, like our Shabbos service Friday nights at 6 p.m. or our Minyan service Saturdays at 10:30 a.m. So I want to take a few minutes and share with you. I've created some specific slides instead of breaking it up, and going live. So let's first show you our TBS website calendar. I'm going to show you our online homepage, and then I'm going to take you to our page where you can find all of our live events and programs. It's called our watch page, and that leads you to our TBS virtual channel. I'm going to take you to see our TBS Facebook page, and then where you can find all our past programs, even religious services, things from our TBIS school. There are definitely so many incredible past programs that Mark has hosted and clergy has hosted. For example, Cantor Siegel interviewed Cantor Ostfeld just about a week ago. That's on there. And just many incredible recordings from Brotherhood, Sisterhood, etc. So let's go ahead and view our Temple Beth Shalom webpage. You would go to your internet browser, and let me go back to the screen. So now I can make use of these logos. To find your internet browser, Many of you may have different internet browsers. These are samples of your internet browsers, the most that I see: Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Apple Safari, Microsoft Edge. What is an internet browser? It's basically your highway to the internet. It's your window to the internet. You utilize these individual platforms or technologies as your train to websites. That's the way I like to explain it. So if make believe you have Google Chrome on your computer, find your Google Chrome logo like you see here. It's somewhere on your device, or Apple Safari or Internet Explorer. Click on it, and that will take you to some homepage where you'll find your internet address bar. In your internet address bar, as you can see on that top left red arrow, you'll type in the TBS website address, which is tbsmb.org. In that internet address bar, you'll type in tbsmb.org. If you don't know the TBS website address, perhaps you forget about it, you can simply go to this homepage, and somewhere on the homepage, you can type in the words Temple Beth Shalom website, that exact wording, Temple Beth Shalom website, and it will probably take you to a page where you'll see where you can click on tbsmb.org, and that will take you to our homepage. For those of you that have not been to our shul homepage, this is what it looks like. Interesting to note the word on top. There are 4 words that I want you to take note of: the words watch, join, contact, and donate. For now, we're looking at the word watch. You'll take your mouse, you'll place it over the word watch, and you'll click on it. And this will take you to our TBS watch page, where, for example, you can see our Shabbos services on Friday nights at 6 o'clock or Saturday mornings at 10:30 a.m. This is called our TBS watch page. You would click on the word watch. You would scroll down until you see the words TBS virtual channel. And you will observe on the right-hand side dates. You'll look for the upcoming date. For example, if you go to this TBS watch page today and you scroll down, not now, but later on today or tomorrow, and scroll down to TBS virtual channel, on the far right, you'll see the Shabbos service for Friday night, which I believe is the 19th, February 19th. On Friday night at 6 p.m., if you click on it, it will come up like you see on the left with the hand and the big red arrow. You'll click on it, and you'll be viewing our TBS Shabbos or whatever service you're attending. The past services are also on this channel as well. So this is just one of the options you can to enjoy our services. If you go to our homepage, I wanted to show what our homepage looks like. Let me see if I can go to our homepage. Let me see if I can go back to our homepage. If you go to our homepage, tbsmb.org, if you scroll down on the bottom right of this slide, you'll see the words main calendar. On the main calendar, you will see links for you to connect to any upcoming program, whether it's our interview with Danny Siegel tomorrow night, which is a Brotherhood event, or our Kavanaugh Council meditation events, or Mr. Baranik's event. You will see on this main calendar on our homepage, you simply scroll down and there will be links. For example, there are Zoom links. Our Shabbos service you can watch on Zoom. You simply click on the Zoom link and that will take you to the event. So this is our TBS virtual channel. If you wish, you can now, you can also go to our TBS Facebook page. How do you do that? Again, go to your internet browser bar, type in facebook.com. In the search bar on the top left, type in the words Temple Beth Shalom. And in the middle of this slide, I've pointed out our logo because there are numerous Temple Beth Shaloms. They may not all be spelled the same way, Shalom with an S-H-A. Of course, Temple Beth Shalom, our shul, is Shalom with S-H-O-L-O-M. But more than anything, I've posted the logo because when you type in the Facebook search for Temple Beth Shalom, just simply scroll down and look for our logo. And once you see our logo, you'll click on it, and that will take you to our Temple Beth Shalom Facebook page. And for example, if it's an event that's being posted on Facebook, you can, at the time of the event, you can either go to our shul Facebook page, but again, I would go to our Temple Beth Shalom website homepage at tbsmb.org. Scroll down, look for our main calendar, and the links are all there, including Facebook links, including Zoom links. I hope that makes a ton of sense. So a question, I may be going fast, but this is why I'm recording this. This is why I absolutely love sharing all of these notes. And this is why I want to make the time or give everyone the invite to email me and call me with any questions that you may have. And I'm happy to work with everyone privately. This is one of the last slides that I'm going to show for this presentation. It's really my goal to make this an hour and not make it more than an hour. So I'm trying to stick by that goal. Many of you call me and say that I was in a Zoom and all of a sudden another website came up, something interrupted my Zoom and I can't get back to the Zoom that I was attending. And, I see many of you are smiling. I'm smiling back at you because it's happened to me before. So the way to simply get back to your own Zoom is look for the Zoom logo. So on the bottom right of your desktop, or somewhere on your computer screen, on a lot of the Mac devices, for example, a Mac laptop or a Mac desktop, you may see a menu bar like what's in front of you. This is a sample from a Mac computer. You'll see the Zoom logo. Look for that bottom red arrow that I placed on the screen. Click on that logo, and that will take you directly back to your Zoom. Another thing that you can do is if you look on the top left, if you're in a Mac, look for that red X and just start Xing out all the screens that have popped up that are in front of your Zoom that you're trying to get back to. And you can do the same thing in a regular desktop computer. If you've lost where your Zoom is, it's because for some reason there are other windows that have come up and you need to start removing them to get back to your Zoom screen. And I hope that makes a lot of sense. I want to just go back to our calendar for a second and show you our homepage because that was really important. Let's see, this page. So take a look at this page. I suggest that if you're trying to find all our upcoming events, all our upcoming programs, simply go to your internet browser. Open up your internet browser, however you would go to websites. Click on or write in tbsmb.org. Press enter, and that will take you to this TBS Schul homepage. You'll scroll down, and on the bottom right, you'll see our main calendar. On this main calendar, just scroll down and see the dates. It's usually several days at a time that our Director of Marketing and Communications, Jenny Lohar, has posted on this. And there are links to whatever platform we are hosting the program or religious service on. That's the easiest way to find what's happening and to click right over to the event. So before I end my share, and you know what, I'm gonna take one or two questions only, but no more, if that's okay with you, because we want to stay time sensitive to everyone. And I want to, more than anything, invite anyone with a question. And I can tell you, because I'm looking at everyone on the attending, I've spoken to so many of you that have reached out, and I hope you realize that it's my honor, it's a mitzvah to me to have this as one of my many roles here at our shul, to answer any of your online questions. And I'm humble enough to share with you that if I don't know the answer, I'll tell you and I'll research it and get back to you if I don't know the answer to your question. But I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up until you're comfortable and you're confident in going online to our shul programs, to our shul religious services, or to anything that you may be doing on your own, like hosting your own Zoom events or attending Zoom events, even outside of our shul. My phone number is in front of you. Make sure you know to click on my extension 230, and my email is there as well. I try to answer everyone in a timely manner, and I try to do the best that I can to answer any questions. So, Mark, I want to go back to open up the window if I can. And if there's anybody that has a question, let me go ahead and answer it as brief as I can, and then we'll end the meeting in about 5 minutes or so. So anyone just raise your hand. Anyone have a question? Oh, Rachel's in the house. Rachel? First, Rachel, thank you for attending.
Oh, my pleasure. I thank you for everyone. I'm sure we'd all love to say thank you, thank you. When you're chatting, how does it become automatic that your name appears as you're the chat person?
So you're asking.
Say I'm in a Zoom class.
Yeah, so it's gonna if you're sending a message within chat.
Yes.
It's gonna automatically be seen by everyone that the
Correct.
message is coming from Rachel Shipman.
But when I do that, it says me.
Yes, so to you, it says me because you're sending it. But to everyone else, like, you know what, let me try to send let me send a chat.